Chateau, what the fuck is going on? Hey, how about another round of applause for Marika? Wasn't she great? You guys can catch her in the bootleg version of Pitch Perfect. Dan loves that one. Oh my goodness, wow. All right, so here's a little bit about myself. My name is Sean Fawaz, and aside from being a straight guy with resting gay face, everyone take a good look. No. Look, all I'm saying is that between looking like a pretty boy and a handsome man, I look like a bottom. But on top of all that, I'm also a first-generation American. My dad is from Lebanon and my mom is from Taiwan. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I'm what happens when Aladdin takes Mulan on a magic carpet ride. I'm what you would call a Disney Hub original. Might have ruined a couple childhoods with that one. And it also means that I'm technically 100% Asian, which might come as a shock to some of you depending on your ethnicity. Like, yeah, typically the more melanin you have, the more you think I have white in me. But the reality is I just have the same disease that Halsey and Logic have, but the Chinese variant. No, but being a white passing minority does have its privileges, but at the same time, it can be a huge nuisance. The biggest one being that I can't go to a Stop Asian Hate rally by myself because they'll assume that I support it. And when I say they, I'm talking specifically like older FOB Asian people, like to the point where if I don't start speaking Mandarin immediately, they'll think that I'm a threat to them. Hey. Like, I remember going to a rally one time and like I came up on this large group of FOB people. I knew that they were fresh off the boat because, you know, it was as gorgeous as it was outside, but they had their umbrellas out. But the real ones know. And like, they started mean mugging me and I immediately had to be like, oh, 不要不要, 我是好人, 我是混血. Which in English translates to, it's okay, I'm not racist. Minari should have won Best Picture. It's even worse on my Arab side too. Like I definitely can't go to a Free Palestine rally by myself. Because you'll have all the Arab people looking at me funny, like, be like, Ahmed, come here. Who invited the Chinese guy? It's like, I don't know, Habibi, but he must be pro-Israel because you know how good of friends the Chinese and the Jews are. Still working that one out. And it's not like I could speak Arabic to get myself out of that situation because my dad conveniently forgot that part in raising me. Like, my dad didn't teach me shit, all right, and it still pisses me off to this day. In fact, the only culturally Lebanese things my dad ever gave me were falafels and anger. It's true. And how are we feeling now that bars and comedy clubs are fully opening again? I gotta be honest, I got mixed feelings about it still because before COVID, whenever I would go out to a bar or a comedy club, I would get hit on all the time. And you know who would hit on me more than anybody else? MILFs. That's right, men in their late 50s. Listen, I'm 30 years old, but apparently my demeanor says that I'm grooming material. I'm already a pretty naive person, so I can never tell when a MILF is coming on to me. Like, I only recently found out that my optometrist has been trying to fuck me for years. Right? Like, I thought he genuinely cared for my health when my LASIK surgery came with a free prostate exam. Like, I remember I was in his office, and I was literally like, whoa, what does this have to do with my eyesight again? And he was like, well, according to your medical history, it says you're due for one huge physical. Now go ahead and give me a big cough. Anyways, I'm supposed to have a follow-up with him later tonight over drinks. It's never the kind of MILF that I would want hitting on me, which actually leads me to confess something to you guys, and that's this. Despite how good I look, I'm by no means a ladies' man. In fact, I would say that my looks only buy me about 2 minutes worth of time, all right? All right, that's 2 minutes before she realizes that I'm too nice and too goofy to be fuckable. Like, no, in fact, I'll tell you guys the worst rejection I ever took in my life, all right? I remember I was at this house party, and I see this really gorgeous girl across the room, so I walk up to her, I introduce myself, and she takes one look at me, and she goes, oh my God, your name's Sean? That's so funny. And thinking that she's flirting with me, I'm like, yeah, how so? And she goes, aw, my cat's name is Sean. Right? Yeah, so all I could say, yeah, just when I thought the friend zone was bad enough, this girl pet zoned me. Yeah, so all I could say back to her was, wow, your cat's name is Sean, so you already see me as a pussy. Well, this has been fun. Alright, which also, I think I dodged a bullet in that situation because what kind of a psycho gives their pet that human of a name, you know what I mean? Yeah, like who here has a dog or a cat? Like alright, what's their name?
Aries, Thor, and Gigi.
Say that again, name one of them.
Aries,
Aries, Thor,
Gigi.
Okay, you're a little too obsessed with mythology, I can see. But still, a sane person would name their dog. Like, you would never trust anybody that would come up to you and walking their dog and be like, hi, I'd like you to meet my dog, Jennifer. Be like, what kind of relationship do you have? Either it's too friendly or you kill people and Jennifer hides the bodies. All right, the light's going on, so that's my time. I'm Sean.